Hey everybody, welcome back to WTF Homestead. I'm Jenny, and today I'm going to be making some homemade bread. This may not be a big deal to anybody else, and this is probably something that a lot of you have known about. I must be living under a rock, I don't know, but the other day, now I've heard about bread machines for years, and to be quite honest, I think I had a total misconception of them. I just couldn't understand why somebody, I thought it was just a way to bake it. So I never understood why somebody would want to go to all the trouble of kneading and mixing and the rising and all that stuff just to put it in a special pan to bake it. I don't know. Obviously I was way wrong, although I have heard that might have been the way they were originally. The other day, or it's been a few weeks ago, I just happened to catch the tail end of a video and somebody just kind of mentioning in passing about a bread machine that did it all. And so it kind of piqued my curiosity. So I went in and started looking at stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had no idea that I could throw everything in this bread machine. It does all the kneading, all the proofing, everything. If all I'm going to do is just make a simple loaf of bread, it does it all. And then on top of that, the one I got, I did the Cuisinart. I don't know if it has a model. I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, it's a Cuisinart. And it will do 3 different sizes. It'll do a 2-pound loaf, a 1.5-pound loaf, and a 1-pound loaf, which is amazing for me because it's just my husband and I. And so we don't go through a loaf of bread. That's one of our issues with buying bread at the store is I can have it here on the cabinet and I end up throwing some away because I forget it. If I would think ahead, I'd put some in the freezer, but I forget it and it sits on the cabinet or in my cabinet, and I'll go in and get it after a few days and it's got mold on it. And bread, for whatever reason, seems to mold like super fast around here. So anyway, so I bought one and I thought, well, what the heck? I'm going to give this a try. I just think this is the coolest thing. Like I said, a lot of you may have known about this all along. I had absolutely no idea. So, of course, it will do any other thing too. You know, if you wanted to do sweetbreads like cinnamon rolls, things like that, it will do all of the steps up to the final thing. You can take it out, you can roll it out, make your cinnamon rolls, and just bake it in your regular bread. My mom, if you're watching, to save your hands, this will make challah. And it will do everything up to that final step. You take it out, braid it, bake it, and you're good to go. So this may be something, if you're interested, I might buy you one and see how you like it. But anyway, I'm going to try this today. It is seriously as easy as dumping all the ingredients. Now, I've never done it before. This is brand new. I just opened this. I just got it out of the box. I've actually had it in for probably a month, and it's been sitting over there, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. And I decided I'm going to do it. I'm out of bread. I was going to make a sandwich last night, and I didn't have any bread, so I'm going to give this a try. So we're going to try it together, and we're going to see how this works. So if you guys have done this 1,000 times, this is boring to y'all. You don't have to continue watching. I just think this is the coolest dadgum thing, and if it works out great, and I can get a small little loaf of bread, I'm going to be thrilled. So anyway, this is it. Let me move you over here. I've got all my ingredients kind of measured out. Okay. So basically what it says is that I need to, this is my the little pan, and this is the paddle, and I need to put the paddle down in it like that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in there. Okay, and then all it says is to put the ingredients into the pan in the order that they're in the list here. So I've got it all measured out. I'm going to do just a basic white bread, and I'm going to do the 1-pound loaf. And I'm using the recipe out of the book that came with the machine. So I'm not doing anything special. I'm doing it just as the recipe. So you add all wet ingredients first. So I'm going to add water. This is 3/4 cup of water. 1.5 tablespoons of room temperature butter. teaspoons of granulated sugar, 3/4 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of non-fat dry milk. I've got all 3 of those mixed in here, so I'm just going to put that there. 2 cups of unbleached flour. And then 3/4 tablespoon of yeast. I don't know if I'm supposed to make a hole there, but I don't know, I feel like I should. That's it. Okay, put all ingredients in the pan. And then secure the bread pan. Okay, the lid just goes in here, sits down, and then you turn it to lock it. And that's it. That is it. Okay, let's see. It says press the program button to select the white program. Okay, I'm going to do the white program. Select the desired crust color. I'm just going to do a medium crust. Select the loaf size. I'm going to do a 1 pound. And then press the start stop. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna close this. I don't know if you can still see it. I'm so excited, you guys. This may be something totally silly to everybody else, but I think this is too cool. So it's showing on the little screen here, it tells you where it's at. So right now it's saying it's at need 1, and I've got a total of 3 hours and 18 minutes until I have a fresh hot loaf of bread. And this one will, I believe it's 13 hours that I could delay it for up to 13 hours. So say you're working or something and you want to have a hot loaf of bread when you get home from work, then you figure out what time you want to have your loaf ready and hot when you get home. You put all your ingredients in the morning and you set it for that delay and it'll be ready. I just think this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. How funny is that? Anyway, so I'm going to leave this. We'll come back and I'm just going to set it over here on my cabinet, and it's really not super loud. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's not super loud, and that was one thing I was kind of worried about. This thing is not real big. The only thing is, oh look, I was looking for the program numbers. The program numbers are actually written right there. So, okay, I did it right. I figured since it's the first recipe, it had to be program 1. It was. So anyway, I don't know. This is just totally awesome to me. Like I said, I'm probably way behind the curve here, but I think this is just as cool as can be. So I'm going to give this, let this do its thing, and I will see you guys back in 3 hours and 16 minutes. And we're going to pull some hot bread out and taste it and see how it turns out. So I will see you guys here in just a little while. Hey guys, okay, I'm back. This has gone off and we're gonna see how it goes. It will beep and tell you, let's see, it beeps to let you know if you that it's time to do any add-ins, like say you wanted cinnamon added to it, or you know, whatever little add-ins, any type of nuts or anything like that you wanted to add to your bread. It lets you know when to do that, and then it will beep at you again before it does its final rise and bake, so you can take the paddle in the bottom out if you want a perfect loaf. You can leave it in. I chose to just leave it in, so it's still in there. So I want to see how this looks. Let's look at this. So it just says off, and it will keep warm, and I've forgotten, I'll have to read again to find out how long it says it will stay warm, but it will keep it warm for you. I'm gonna turn it off. It comes with a little handy dandy hook to pull this up, and then it just says turn it and pull it out. Look at that. It made a little bitty loaf. It doesn't really look like it rose very much. Can you see that? So let's see. It is hot. There we go. The paddle is still in there. So let's see this. See if I can get y'all a little closer here. So that is the bread, and it is hot, 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 hot. It actually looks pretty good and it smells good. So let's cut a piece. Let's see. It's probably supposed to wait to do this, but who can resist hot bread, right? It's real. Okay, can y'all see that? I mean, it's real. It looks good. It looks like it's done. It doesn't. There might be a little spot right there that looks a little doughy. And now I did the medium crust, so you can choose between a light, medium, and dark crust. I chose a medium. So I think just kind of playing with the recipe, I just took a little piece of the crust off of there and it's pretty good. But we got to do the real taste test here and add some butter to it and do a piece. That was really good. I'm honestly surprised, and I mean will be, you can see that, this is the perfect size for my husband and I. We could get, you know, a few sandwiches out of it, make toast for breakfast. I mean, there's several things I could do, and I don't have a ton of bread left over, and it's fresh, so I can use my organic ingredients and stuff like that. That's awesome. There are tons of recipes out there for your bread machines. And like I said, some of you may, y'all may have already gone down this rabbit hole. I haven't, so this opens up a whole new world for me. And it's just cool. I don't have a lot of problems with my hands and stuff. But if I did a lot, my hands get really sore. And, it's just the older we get, it's gonna do that. So, I mean, this is awesome for not having to knead and stuff like that. So I like it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you give it a try. So that'll do it for today. If you guys enjoyed this, please like and subscribe the video. If you want to try the recipe and you do, let me know. If you know of any other really good recipes, let me know. I'll be willing to try some of them. I'm going to try a few more and see how they go. And I think I'm going to try it with the option where it mixes everything for me, and then I'll just pull it out to like do cinnamon rolls, things like that, to kind of form it myself. I've done little artisan breads and things like that I love, and I may continue to do those by hand. But who knows, I may use this to mix it and do the proofing and everything, and then just do the final rise in my pans and stuff. So anyway, I thought this was a fun experiment. I'm glad you guys watched it with me or watched me play around in my kitchen, and I hope to see you next time. So you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.